Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. Well, I'm just going to give a little update on my visit to the doctor, to the wound specialist, and I didn't have good results. I actually started noticing yesterday, and maybe a little bit the day before, that I had some green pus, which means a sign of infection. Now, I am actually at 5 weeks out from my last surgery, and so I was hoping for the best, believing for the best, and was really being positive. But then I went to the wound specialist this morning. I just left them there, and it doesn't look good. I am heading back into surgery again, so I'll be at that 6 week marks from my last surgery. They said they could put a wound back onto it, but it would take months and months and months to heal. And if it healed, but more than likely I would end up back into surgery again. So it was a little hard, I really questioned the doctor. I've done everything I can do to make sure it didn't get infected. It's not. I'm not going back into surgery because of infection. They can work with that a little bit because it's early, but and plus have some home health care come in to help me with this wound. But when the doctor came in, wasn't she wasn't she wasn't for that, really. She said we can do that. We can go through the air vac, and you'll be hooked to a machine, and but the end results is probably going to be about the same. So yeah, I kind of took it a little hard. Um, that'll be the fourth surgery, 5 surgeries this year. The thing of it is that I was trying to avoid not to go back into surgery because of all the scar tissue, because of all just everything, you complications with surgery, infections, all kinds of things. I was doing my very best. I was taking on my vitamins. I was doing my home care, packing the wound, which if for those who are just listening, I've been was dealing with breast cancer, and I had to go in, dealing with that, and with complications of surgeries. It's just, or complication of surgery, it has not been able to, or has not been able to heal, or would not heal. So I was very not happy with that. I really didn't want to go down this road. I'm taking my vitamins and doing everything I could possibly can, doing all my research, studying. I think that wound care was my hope, thinking that, I'm trying to avoid going back into surgery once again, avoid going back in there, letting my body heal. But what's going on is that it's healing from the outside, but it's not healing on the inside. If it heals even from the outside, that's the reason I'm packing it, just keep the wound open, but so that it would heal from the inside, and then up, and not just the outside, and then leaving a pocket there. And come to find out, I do have some pockets in there, so it's kind of like your skin is growing over, and you got this little canal on both sides. And so now I got a different packing ordeal I have to do, a lot more complicated. So I have called my surgeon. I'm going back in next Thursday, and pretty much they're just going to assess it. They're pretty much going to set up a time for surgery again, which means I'll go back through the drains. I'll be going back to the same thing all over again. It's very devastating. To always hope that and believe that you're getting to the end of this journey, and doing everything you can to get better, and it hasn't worked out. um, it's like the devil's really trying to frustrate me for whatever reason. um, it's hard. It's always been hard, and I'm trying to get through this, because surgery is not what I want to hear. I didn't want to hear also that my results are probably not going to be good, and I could go through this again. There's no guarantee. My body is getting to a place it can't take it. That was the point of me wanting to go through wound healing. Hopefully that was, hopefully I would be one of the candidates for that. Unfortunately, I'm not. And so I kind of wish, in a way, maybe my surgeon said, look, he did say we're probably going to have to go back in there and open you up and clean you out and sew you back up again. But we're going to see what the wound surgeon says. But I wish I'd known really that that really is no hope for that for me. Maybe because I wanted it so bad, I thought I was going in the right direction. I was going in the right direction, try to avoid any which way possible of going back into surgery. Because I can tell my body's getting to a place, it's not healing. It's every surgery gets harder and harder. There's always complications. I'm always dealing with infection, and it doesn't matter what I'm trying to do right to get this taken care of. Taking on my vitamins, eating right, and keeping it, having everything as sterile as much as possible for a home environment, and everything's got bacteria on it. No matter what, everything. Our skin's got bacteria on it. Everything's got bacteria onto it. So, but the fact of it is that now it's at the place that they're going to have to cut more skin away from me, clean out this scar tissue to a degree, which gives me less skin. And I've been cut on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. This will be, I believe, the 6th time. Let's see, June, I believe it was June or end of June or beginning of July. I think it was middle of July. Anyways, yeah, it was in July, and so July, then I had 3, so yeah, this will be the 5th one, since then, and it's October 31st, that's actually, but just want to give a quick update. Need some prayers here. Sorry, I don't mean to get upset. This has been a long journey. It's been a hard one, and I'm a strong woman, but it's getting hard. And I've limited myself. I've done everything, and not to go forward, and don't know if there's going to be any good results at the end of this one. Hopefully, if this hadn't happened, then I would have been looking forward to another surgery in 12 weeks, and then that would have been just heading toward my journey of healing. But anyways, this is where I'm standing at. So I've got, I'll be going in this day's Thursday. I'll be going in next Thursday to the surgeon. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to get as much as I can get done around the homestead. My concern is that everything's getting harder with the surgeries, and how I'm going to be able to maintain the animals, how I'm going to just make sure they got food and the water. And I mean, I'm doing less and less, and nothing seems to be working. So when you're facing surgery again, it's like, what the heck, right? let's get this stuff done. So what the heck, it's not gonna matter anymore. And I've been through this road before. It's like, okay, I'm going back in surgery. I got to get stuff done, because it's just not going to happen on its own. And you got to get your house in order. You got to get things lined up. But anyways, that's where I'm standing at. I'm called my surgeon after I got out of there, and he's out this week. So that means that I've got to keep, hopefully, packing this thing. It doesn't matter, I guess, into a sense. It doesn't, if that infection gets any worse, but I just got to keep it as well as I can packed up, and try to, take that stuff out of there to keep the infection from spreading to the rest of the body. So that's where I'm standing at. I think the hardest part is that you really believe and you're having the faith, but not all things work out the way we want it. And I think the hardest thing is not knowing why. Why am I going through this? And because really, what I've been going through is totally unheard of. It's just not heard of. And I'm sure there's people out there, some people, they'll have similarities about, but like this, I haven't heard of it yet. So, but anyways, that means they're limited on videos. I've got videos made. When you go through surgery, you really don't feel like you don't feel like editing videos. You feel bad. So, like I said, every surgery gets worse, but maybe I'll get my old videos edited. I got some out that should have been out like a month ago, for the season that we're in. But if I get them up and they're out of season, with YouTube, I just keep on trying. My life is not like everybody else, and I can't help how it is. I don't have people to film me, and I don't have another head thinking for me. I just share my life experience and roll with it at that moment. What's going on. It's not all that I want to do, because you have to put a lot of thinking into putting up a content. And I'm not going off YouTube trying to get stuff. I'm not trying to go off Google and taking their stuff. I just do me, and that's who I am. I'm gonna do me. Well, anyways, so that's the update. I'm heading back into surgery. Means drain tubes, the whole thing over and over. Maybe the positive point here is that maybe my body is healed up enough to be able to tackle another one. And yeah, but thank you for watching. For those, hopefully I've explained this enough, that just dealing with early stage of breast cancer, opt out of radiation or chemo or anything like that, and had chosen surgery over that, because that kills you, literally. And most people have very, very good outcomes, but I just didn't. And maybe this videos eventually reach somebody, could say, hey, I can relate to this. Finally, somebody else gone through exactly what I've gone through, so it can help strengthen them. But I just encourage you, no matter what, no matter what I'm going through right now, I'm gonna keep the faith. I'm still being positive. That's not the news I wanted, and I didn't want to hear that news. Even though I knew at heart, I really known. Every time I always know, I always know that this is what I'm facing, but I'm positive, and then when they tell me what I thought, then it's kind of devastating a little bit. But who would not be devastated after having this many surgeries, and it's tearing your body up? So who would not be? So, but anyways, just stay encouraged. This too shall pass. Things are just a journey for a reason, for a season. And yep, I already plan on not doing a fall garden. So except in the greenhouse a little bit, stuff that's already planted, and it's raised beds, so they're really super easy. It's not like a traditional garden. I'd already had in my mind not to be doing a spring garden like I've been doing, which is a beautiful garden with traditional, all the vegetables that we like to plant and grow. But my focus at that time was more focusing on maybe growing corn, maybe making cornmeal, corn flour, planting a few tomatoes, and maybe my focus a little bit was like, well, maybe because I have my garden not as so many plants, so big, dealing with a great variety of plants, that maybe I could get more in detail with it. Because if you're really taking care of a garden, if you're really tending to it, and you don't have time to really do all that film unless you got somebody to film for you while you're doing. But anybody will tell you on YouTube, it's too hard. It's difficult. It can be done, but it's a lot of work. And then you put all that time into it, and a lot of times you might not get any views. You get some, right? But YouTube has its protocol. Unless you got so many thumbs up, those likes, um, people subscribe to you, comment, they don't even put you out there. It don't matter how good your video is. I mean, it's all in things like that. It puts you into algorithm to get you out there. If you don't get in that algorithm, your videos will sit there, and YouTube won't recommend them. They won't even put them out there. Just stay stuck in a hole. But anyways, I love making them. So if anything, that one day when I go on to be in heaven, then maybe it'll help somebody. My grandkids or have pictures of their mama, and whatever, yeah. So and I'll have pictures hopefully of them. I ain't got none of my grandson. I forget to make videos when I got him. I'm so busy with them. But anyways, guys, I love you so much. I hope this video is not too long for you. That's the update, and I'll see you on to the next video.